What's going on, you guys? We got some breaking news, and the news is that head coach Matt Patricia and general manager Bob Quinn from the Detroit Lions were just fired. This does not come too much of a surprise to me. I knew that the writing was on the wall for both guys to being fired. I thought that they would last the rest of the season and then be fired after the season. Especially Matt Patricia, who I thought who has been able to get some pretty decent games from Detroit. They won some games that they weren't supposed to, but I guess these last two recent losses, the blowout at home on Thanksgiving to the Houston Texans and the shutout against the Teddy Bridgewater-less Panthers probably did them in, and the Lions brass met together and they were, both guys were unceremoniously booted, and the Lions are going to start over from scratch yet again, as they always are, basically rebuilding from the inside out, and that is where Detroit is going to be going from here on out. And where do the Lions go from here? The interim head coach is none other than Packers' former quarterback coach, Darrell Bevell. He was Brett Favre's quarterback coach for a number of years, and he bounced around from team to team, including the Minnesota Vikings, where Bevell was once again his quarterback's coach for the remainder of Brett's career in 2009 and 2010. And I'd like to stop and just go over the recent misdrafts of Bob Quinn, and this is probably why he is going to be fired, or why he was fired, is simply because he just did not draft very well. He did get some pretty good talent out of some pretty good players when he did. He did draft Kenny Golladay, the talented wide receiver, in the third round, but he did miss pretty big on his first round pick, Jared Davis. The linebacker, he is just not very good. And then in the second round of the 2016 draft, he took Teez Tabor, and that guy, Teez Tabor, we knew he was going to be a bust right from the get-go. There was all kinds of issues with Tabor. One of the problems was inconsistencies and being able to run a fast 40. He was very, very slow, and that's why he slid as far as he did. And then there was Taylor Decker. He was a pretty good selection. Decker is a pretty good offensive tackle. And then A'Shawn Robinson, the defensive tackle, was pretty solid for them. And then you have offensive guard Graham Glasgow, who is actually a pretty good starting guard for the Lions right now. So there were some pretty good picks by Bob Quinn, but apparently they just weren't that good. And that is it for this video. I'll catch you guys later for tomorrow's game after our hopeful victory against the vaunted Chicago Bears at Lambeau. I'll catch you guys later. Until then.